Hey guys, I'm Chenny and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are going to be doing an updated handbag collection video. A lot of you guys have asked me to show you guys my entire collection and you want to see how and where it's going. So today I thought it would be the perfect time to show you guys because for a couple months now, I've actually been thinking about selling a few of the pieces in my collection. So for today's video, to make it a bit more interesting, I thought I would tell you guys a little bit of story behind each and every single bag I have. And I thought I would start off by showing you guys my oldest purchase, so my first designer purchase, till my latest designer purchases. My first ever designer handbag is this Louis Vuitton Neverfull. I actually got this bag as a high school graduation present to myself. I think I got it just a few days before my graduation, and I actually didn't tell my parents that I bought such an expensive bag. It was on the day of the graduation. I was like, Mom, can you hold my bag for me and please be careful with it because it's like a designer bag and it's like $800, which was a lot of money for someone who is in high school. And my mom was like literally in shock when she took the bag. She was like, you did what with your money? Like, she was literally freaking out, but you know, it was graduation, so she didn't hate me too much. I still had to graduate, so it was just kind of a present to myself. And I feel like, yes, I am into designer stuff, and I would just call myself an early adapter to designer items and luxury goods. So this was my first designer purchase ever. The second oldest handbag in my collection is this Chanel Duvel Tote. If you guys have ever watched my handbag collection video from the beginning of time, like my earliest handbag collection video, I'll link it above, you would notice that like the only bag that's appearing in this video that was in that, I think it's the 2013 or 2012 video, is literally the LV Neverfull. So everything else is new and I've literally gotten rid of all my handbags. So it's like a fresh start almost. But this is the second oldest bag that I have. I just really love this bag. I love the color. I'm a huge sucker for baby blue and white combinations. It's just a really nice bag. I think at the time when we were actually purchasing this bag, I felt really bad because it was $2,400. I know $2,400 may not seem like a lot of money to me today. At the time we were making the purchase, we actually didn't have that much money or savings. So I honestly felt, you know, really bad for buying this bag. But in the end, I loved it. This is a great summer bag. It's a great vacation bag. I love going to vacation on like at beachy resorts and stuff. So this is the bag that I always bring with me whenever we are on vacation. The third designer handbag in my collection is this Hermes 35 Birkin. This is actually quite expensive as the third bag. And as you guys can see, I literally only keep totes in my collection. Like, totes are like good bags in my collection, and this is like a really good comparison. I went from Louis Vuitton in the beginning, and then I went to Chanel, and then in the end Hermes, the ultimate expensive bag that you can own. So anyways, about this Birkin, let me share with you guys my story because this is actually my first Birkin, and a lot of you guys are reaching out to me about your first Birkin, so I thought I would kind of tell you guys my story. So I wanted a Birkin as kind of like a wedding present, and I've communicated this with my husband. So at the time our financial situation was improving, and you know, it was okay for us to buy a Birkin as a wedding present to myself. And I didn't get a ring or anything else like that. I didn't have a wedding, so having a Birkin is actually not that expensive as a wedding, like your only wedding thing. So when I was ready to buy the Birkin, we went in the store and I probably spent like $16,000 before they offer me the bag. And when you are offered a bag, I initially wanted a black Birkin, obviously, as my first Birkin, but then they offered me this. And you know, there was a myth out there that, you know, if they offered you a Birkin, they offered you something, if you don't take it, you're never going to get the opportunity to be offered again. And I can tell you guys today that that is not true. If you spent already like so much money already, they're going to continue to offer you bags because you're going to come back, be a repeat customer. But if it's your first time, like buying anything from the store and they offered you a Cali or Birkin and you have no past history or relationship with the salesperson, then yes, if you don't take the bag, you're not gonna get a bag again. Like, at least from the same store, same sales, you're not gonna get something else. So at the time, that's kind of what I thought initially. Like, I didn't really like this color, but because it was offered to me, I thought, you know, maybe I do have to take it. So we went into the store, we tried it out. I mean, like, what really bothered me was the purple. I'm just not a purple person, but the green and the blue I like. So in the end, I still bought it because I was like, okay, well, you can't really see the purple. If you just wear it like this, it's okay. Like, and it's also very special. So I got it in the end. But I mean, like, today I really love this bag. I love how it's so special. But when I was buying my first bag, obviously I wanted something more simple and more classic. Now, next bag is another Hermes Birkin. So I actually got my first Birkin, I think, in November of 2015 or 2014. I can't remember. So yeah, I got it in November, and this one I got in the following year in February or January. So these two I actually got really close to each other, but at the time, honestly, after buying the first one, we didn't really have much funds to buy the second one. But you know, it was still kind of like that thing where you bite your teeth, bite your tongue, or whatever you bite, you just like get over it and just buy it, because this was literally my dream color. I wasn't going to pass on this. Like, no matter what, I was not going to pass on it. That was like my rule. I love this bag. It is in the seal color, and it has silver hardware. So this is literally my dream bag. I also bought this secondhand, and I bought it for $10,000 Canadian. At the time, I thought it was a good deal because, you know, the color, I mean, like, the color determines it all, because this is my favorite color. This is my dream bag. You know, I was a little bit disappointed from my first Birkin. I'm not disappointed anymore now, but at the time I was a little bit disappointed. So when I saw this, I was like, I really need this bag. And even if I had to sell the other one to buy this one secondhand, I was willing to do it. I bought those two Birkins. I kind of had a year off where I didn't really buy anything else. It wasn't until the following year that I started buying bags again. So the first item I got in the next year was this Chloe Faye right here. I actually bought this in New York, and when I came back to Canada, I had to pay duties on it. So yeah, it wasn't such a good purchase, and it got really dirty. I'm not a huge fan of this bag anymore. I think if I bought it in another color, maybe I would like it a bit better. Or if I got it in the bigger size, I probably would have liked it better. As you guys can see, bigger bags stay in my collection. So right now, I actually don't really know what to do with this bag. It's a great bag, but I'm just over it, honestly. I'm over it, and because of the condition of the bag, you literally cannot sell this bag. Like, I'll probably get like $400 or $500 for this bag at most, but yeah, it's just really bad condition. So maybe, I'm thinking about it, maybe I should just give it to my mom. So during the same trip in New York, I got another bag, and it was this Hermes Medora clutch. Now, the reason why I bought the Medora clutch in New York, even though it's like 30% more expensive, is because when I was shopping at the Hermes in Toronto, the sales told me that I would actually never be able to get my hand on a Medora. And now if you go to the Hermes Toronto store, they actually have them on display. So she was like, maybe you have to wait 5 years before you get this bag. And at the time, you know, I was so obsessed with this CDC buckle. I kind of regret buying it. It's beautiful, but I do regret buying it. It's expensive. It's like $8,000. It's only like 5,600 or 5,400 Canadian if you buy it in Canada. But like, I paid around 7,000 something to $8,000 for this bag. But yeah, I bought it in the color red. It looks gorgeous on camera, but like on a daily basis, it's really hard to use a red bag. Okay, next up, when we actually just got back from New York, I ended up buying this bag. I think it was the first week that my parents-in-law came to visit us in Canada, and we went to Yorkdale, and you know, I told E, you know, the two hottest bags this year was the Chloe Faye and then the Gucci Dionysus. So he was like, okay, let's go to Gucci and, you know, let's look at the bag. And I was like, okay, just look at it, because usually I'm okay with looking at things, I just don't buy it. And then when we were in there with my parents-in-law, with E, he just kept on telling me to buy it. And I'm one of those people who are like, if you keep telling me to buy it, then I'll just buy it, right? Like, there's no harm to me because I get a bag. But it was kind of awkward because like it was my parents-in-law's first time here. They went shopping with us the first weekend they were here, and then I bought a $4,000 bag. Like, I don't know, that just doesn't look very good, but it happened and they didn't really care, so it's okay. But at the time, E, me, my parents-in-law, we all really loved this print. Now when I look at it, I don't like it so much, so I think I'm going to end up actually selling this bag this month. Next bag, during the same year, I bought a Dior mini or nano Rama, and I bought this bag because I wanted the Dior Rama, but Dior Rama was $4,000. This was $1,250, and it's in silver, and it's also got that, you know, metallic cutting that Dior has, which I love. So at the time I was like, okay, I just need to satisfy my, you know, craving for this type of bag. So I ended up spending $1,000 instead of $4,000, and that is probably one of the best things that I probably have ever done, because even if I have the $4,000 bag right in front of me today, I probably won't use it. So might as well as waste $1,000 instead of wasting $4,000. I shouldn't be wasting any money at all, but sometimes for my own sanity and for my own happiness and needs, I can waste a bit of money. During this year, I also bought myself a Lady Dior. I got this bag in Paris. I was kind of looking for a special Lady Dior bag. I didn't like the, you know, the regular Dior bags, and I wanted something more special, very feminine, and just like something more unique. And when I saw this in stores, I was like, oh my god, this has been the bag that I've been looking for like forever. And it's not like $6,000. It was only like $3,500 or $3,400 when I had purchased this bag. I know now it's like $4,200 or something like that, but I got a really good deal on the bag and I absolutely love it. A lot of you guys have seen this bag on my channel, and you guys have communicated about how much you love this bag as well. So, you know, it's just a really good purchase, and yeah, it's just really pretty. So that year was kind of like a crazy year because I also bought a Birkin. Initially during that year, because I bought so many things, I wasn't planning on buying, you know, another big ticket item, but I was kind of just like shopping at Hermes on and off, and then I didn't think I was going to be getting a bag offered to me, but the sales was nice enough to offer me a bag. So they offered me this 30 Birkin Blue Pinot or 30 Birkin Gris Moet, and I probably should have taken the Gris Moet, but the Gris Moet would have been really similar to the Seal Birkin I have. So at the time I was like, I want something really different, and I really like the Epsom color. I think somebody asked me, do I like Togo better or do I like Epsom? Honestly, I think I like Epsom better, but Togo does look better, you know, it kind of does look better, but I like the Epsom better because it holds its shape. So at the time they offered this bag to me, and I was like, okay, yes, I will take it. And I ended up going over my handbag purchase budget that year by like a ton. So yeah, that was a bad year for me. I had no control of my expenses and spendings. Just don't learn from me, guys. It was a bad year, but this is honestly a beautiful bag. And if you compare a 35 versus a 30, I honestly think the 30 is so much better for me because I am 160 centimeters, and the 30 just looks so much better on me than the 35. 35 is a great work bag. You can fit your laptop, all your A4 files, like paperwork, whatever you need, work bag, travel bag, 35 is definitely the bag to go. If you want a daily bag, going out with your friends, you know, carry some things but not too much, then 30 is the bag to go. So that was kind of everything that I bought that year. Now moving on to the next year. The next year, this was the first bag that I got. This is the Louis Vuitton Petite No or Mini No or Nano No. I don't know what exactly it is. This was actually a birthday present from my friend, so she gifted this to me, and it is in the Demier Azure pattern. It's like white and gray, and it's got the special like Louis Vuitton patterns on it that are pink all over. This is super cute. It's pink on the inside. It's just an adorable bag. I really love the bag. It's great for the summertime, like any casual outfit or like fancy outfit. You can just like put the bag crossbody, and it just makes the outfit look really cute, and it works well for me because I'm so short and more petite, so it looks really cute on me, and I really love this piece right here. So after that bag, the next bag that I bought for myself is the Gucci Sylvie bag. I kind of explained to you guys in a video that I actually got this bag 20% cheaper than what it would cost to buy it here, and I actually bought the bag in Europe, and then like I kind of got my duties back, like 20% that back, and shipped it to like Hong Kong, and then had it brought over to me. So yeah, I went through a lot to get this bag, but I feel like the 20% savings is definitely worth it. Now this bag is also very tiny on the inside, but compared to this bag, at least you can put your card holder, your phone, and everything in here. So the next bag is this one right here. This is my boy Dion 21 or Devon 21 bag, and this is in kind of like a gray asphalt color. It's really easygoing. It's kind of like a cool casual bag. It fits a lot of things. I have like a bunch of receipts in there, and it's just a really nice easy bag to use. I really love the big belt, you know, detail, and that's kind of what attracted me to the bag at first. And it's just a really nice easygoing bag that can match with a lot of different outfits, different colors, and this is probably one of my more neutral colors in my handbag collection. Everything you guys have seen so far are like very bright and colorful, and this is like the only neutral color I have. The next bag in my collection is this Chanel bag. You guys would have seen lots and lots of videos with this bag in it. It's such a gorgeous color. It's such a gorgeous bag. I really love it. I can't really say too much about this bag because it's honestly one of my favorite bags, and it just looks so good with so many outfits. You can't go wrong with this bag. I love how everything is made to look old, from the gold hardware to the leather itself. Everything has that like vintage used effect, and you know, it just makes the bag extra special, and it's just a really lovely bag. I love it. So after I got the Chanel bag, I actually didn't buy anything for a while, and it was kind of towards the end of the year. I was like, I really need to spend money and buy a bag because I haven't bought a bag in a long time. So I ended up buying this Balenciaga tote. It wasn't like there was a specific bag that I was looking to buy, but it was kind of like I went in the store, I told myself I needed to buy something, and then this was actually pretty cheap. It was like around $1,000, so it wasn't that expensive, and I ended up getting it. This is actually a really cute tote though. It's completely white, which is very different than any bag that I have. This is literally the only white bag I have, and it's black on the inside, so you don't have to actually worry about it getting dirty. I get so much use out of this bag. I just honestly love totes. It's so cute. Like, it just goes really well with a nice simple outfit. But after that bag, we were actually planning to go to Bali, and for Bali I wanted like a straw or like some kind of like wicker bag. So what happened was I ended up picking up this one. This is a Kolgiega bamboo bag, and I got this because it was just honestly really cheap. Like, I wasn't going to spend so much money to buy a bag, especially for vacation, but this was only like $160 or $180, so I was like, yeah, it's really cheap, really affordable, and it looks really good in pictures. my initial plan when I went to Bali was like, I'm gonna take lots of pictures, lots of videos, and this bag was gonna be in every single one of my pictures. And then when we actually got to Bali, I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna lie here and do nothing. So those were all the bags from the past, and now we're finally on to the bags that I got this year. The first bag that I got this year is this Hermes Constance 19. It's the mini Constance, and I have it in the color Taupe. So this is kind of my, I guess, neutral color after this one. This is very neutral, but this is kind of more like a beige yellow tone neutral, whereas this is more of a gray neutral. For me, I personally like gray, you know, whiter neutrals than yellow tone neutrals. But like I mentioned, this was a present from E, and it was kind of like a surprise. I shouldn't call it a present because we actually share our finances. So it's like he used my money and bought me a bag. But no, like, it's the thought that counts. But basically he got this, and you know, I love it. I don't like it as much as a Birkin or Kelly, but it's still a nice bag. He thinks that it's a really good bag because he sees that I use it a lot, and the reason why I use it is because it's really easy to use. Like, it's honestly so easy to use. Like, it's just so simple. Inside you can fit, oh, I just scratched it again, but inside you can fit a lot of things. Like, you can put your card holders, your keys, your like makeup and things, and you just grab it and go and leave. You hang it, you know, crossbody, and it's just a really simple bag to use. It matches with so many different outfits. It's just easy and simple to use. So after the Constance bag, I got this Chanel vanity case, and I was actually looking for the vanity case for a really long time, and I wanted a vanity case for a really long time. So when we saw it at the store, I was like, oh my god, I need to have it. Initially I wanted the vanity case in the nude color, but in the nude they actually didn't have this specific size, and the size was the only size that worked for my height and my body. So I ended up getting it in black. I actually really like it in black. I feel like it's very versatile. I think maybe if I got it in the nude, I probably won't use it as much as the black. Literally after buying those two items, I told myself that I wasn't going to get anything for the first half of the year anymore. But I couldn't resist, and I bought this, you know, clear plastic Hermes Kelly looking bag, and I got it from eBay, and it's shipped from Japan. It's honestly huge. It's like a 35, probably a 35 Kelly. Like, if you compare it, I feel like you can even put my 35 Birkin in here, and I feel like it's actually bigger than my Birkin. So this is maybe like almost like a size 40 Kelly. Now my second newest bag is actually this Saya bag from Subella London. The team was really lovely, and they gifted me with this bag, and honestly it's just the cutest thing ever. Like, this bag is so cute. I love this buckle and the gold hardware, and I love the cross emboss. I also got this in a neutral color because I kind of wanted to test out the grays to see which gray color I want for my next Birkin or Kelly, and I think I have to go with this one because I actually like the dark gray a little bit more than the light gray. I think maybe I'll save light gray for the future, and my next bag will have to be dark gray. Now my newest purchase is this Celine frame. I mentioned a lot of times that I really wanted a Celine frame, and you know, I've just never been lucky enough to walk by a color that I really want. And the other day we were at Nordstrom, we saw that there was a Celine frame, and they showed me this color, and honestly I just absolutely loved it. At first I was kind of like hesitant, but I feel like, you know, I should definitely try a new color, try something different, because I already have so many bags, I have so many options. I might as well get something a bit more different, so then, you know, when I'm wearing a certain outfit, this might go better with my outfit. So I ended up getting this pink and dark pink color. But it is honestly a really lovely bag. But the only concern I have with this bag is that it gets really scratched up easily. The leather is too soft, and it just gets scratched like there is no tomorrow. So yeah, not good if you guys are looking for a bag that's scratch resistant. So there you have it, my entire handbag collection. I currently have 21 bags, which I've showed you guys, and I have another, you know, the blue and white Prada that I have, the Dome bag. You guys can watch it in my older collection video. That one's also at my parents' house. So in total, I have 22 designer handbags in my collection right now. So that's it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I wanted to mention that I did receive a lot of questions. Thank you guys for all the questions, and I'll be answering a lot of those questions in an FAQ or a 50 facts about me video in the future. Remember to participate in the giveaway. The deadline is May 30th. If you are new here, please remember to hit the subscribe button down below so you can join our family here on YouTube. If you guys have any questions or anything like that, please leave a comment down below, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.